Bitches, we are here. Time for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super. Alright, now this is episode 5, and it is called Showdown on King Kai's Planet, Goku vs. God of Destruction Beerus. So it's pretty clear what's going to be taking place on this episode. So the episode starts off with Beerus and Weiss having arrived on King Kai's planet, and Goku is hiding inside of King Kai's house. Meanwhile, while King Kai sort of begins discussing with Beerus, and they have a little bit of small talk, and King Kai is trying to distract Beerus because the last thing in the world he wants is for Beerus and Goku to interact. That's not good. So King Kai starts to talk about, oh, can I offer you some food? Can I get you some cookies? And Beerus kind of cuts King Kai off, and he's like, no, I don't want food. And King Kai's still like, oh, let me get you some cookies. And Beerus is like, well, do you want your planet to go even smaller? Then go ahead and get food. And King Kai starts freaking out, and it's pretty funny. But then again, here's another instance of Beerus the Boogeyman. So he sealed Elder Kai in the Z-Sword. He's the one who made King Kai's planet smaller. Like, he's the one who destroyed the dinosaurs on Earth. Which doesn't completely make sense, by the way, because remember, there are still dinosaurs on Earth. Like, that's right, in Dragon Ball, you see dinosaurs all the time. So it's interesting that he wiped out maybe most of the dinosaurs, but some of them are still around. At this point, Beerus says, whatever, I'm here to talk to the Saiyan who's inside of your house right now. And so King Kai's like, oh, damn, Beerus knew. Obviously, Beerus was going to be able to tell that they were there. And Goku, now it's interesting because Goku mentions that he can't sense Beerus and Weiss's energy. And he says, is Beerus really that strong? I don't feel any energy from him. Which does talk back to earlier when they said that only a god could sense another god's energy, which I thought was pretty interesting. So Goku is not able to tell that Beerus is literally like the fucking strongest. Now, Beerus asks Goku about Super Saiyan God, but both Goku and King Kai had never heard of it, and they're not sure as to what the Super Saiyan God is. And so Beerus is like, okay, well, I guess I could go talk to Vegeta on Earth. But then he asks if it is true that Goku is the one who defeated Frieza, and Goku confirms, yeah, I beat Frieza. And Beerus mentions that Goku in his normal state is not strong enough to defeat Frieza. And then at the moment, he's like, oh, yes, but you can transform and raise your power, right? And Goku says, yeah. And at this point, Beerus is like, okay, whatever. We're going to go see if Prince Vegeta can tell us about the Super Saiyan God. But before Beerus is able to leave, Goku's like, wait. Let me test your strength. Let me see how strong you are. Of course, because that's what Goku does. He's always got to fuck around. So Goku switches into his normal, his gi that we see all the time, his orange and blue outfit, his fighting outfit. He switches into that, and he transforms Super Saiyan. And Beerus is kind of intrigued by this and is like, oh, okay, interesting. But he does mention, I'm not sure if you could beat Frieza with this form. I suppose it's possible, but you must have had a really tough fight. And Goku's like, whatever, and begins to fight. And it's quite a long scene of Goku is just trying to punch Beerus over and over, and Beerus is just sort of avoiding it with minimal effort. And this is the spot where a lot of the bad animation is taking place, as Goku just keeps trying over and over and over to punch Beerus, but Beerus keeps effortlessly dodging. And at some point, it's like, Goku, come on. Like, obviously, Beerus is just fucking around with you at this point. So at this point, Beerus is bored, and he tells Whis, like, okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Goku, I was stupid for expecting him to be strong. And at this point, Goku powers up to Super Saiyan 2, and he mentions, he's like, oh, they say that a punch from a Super Saiyan 2 is powerful enough to send you into the next dimension, like, all types of interesting stuff. But the fight, it's just the same thing. Goku just keeps trying to punch Beerus. Beerus is just dodging nonstop. There's not really much going on. It's just Goku just punching over and over and missing. At that point, Goku is like, well, shit, I guess it's time for Super Saiyan 3. So Goku goes Super Saiyan 3, and Beerus is actually a little interested once Goku goes Super Saiyan 3, because I guess Super Saiyan 3 is really, really powerful, because Goku did mention in Dragon Ball Z that it would be strong enough to beat Kid Buu if he was trying all out as soon as he went to Super Saiyan 3. And throughout the episode, Whis had been sitting on King Kai's house, and like Goku goes Super Saiyan, and Whis opens up his lunchbox, and he's like, can I eat? No, the fight won't last long enough. Super Saiyan's too weak. And like he opens it up when Goku goes Super Saiyan 2, and he's like, no, that's too weak. But when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3, he's like, thank you for the lunch, Goku, and he begins eating, because Goku's power is high enough that Whis doesn't think the fight will be instantaneously over. So at this point, Goku attacks Beerus, and Beerus at this point actually begins to block Goku's hits rather than just dodge them. I guess just to show how powerful he is. Goku shoots a Kamehameha, but Beerus is able to just eat that shit. It doesn't do anything. And there's a part that's very odd where Goku charges at Beerus, but then Goku's body just sort of flies backwards. And Goku's kind of like, what was that? And then Beerus is like, oh, it's a good thing you backed away because I was just about to finish this fight. So that's interesting. That little line wasn't in Battle of the Gods. So I'm wondering if that might have, we'll find out exactly what that was in a few episodes here. Eventually, Goku shoots another Kamehameha, which Beerus easily dodges, and then Beerus is like, okay, I'm done with this. And Beerus flicks Goku, and then Goku is like, shot like a bazillion miles an hour, and then Beerus appears behind him, and he doesn't really hit him. He kind of just puts his hand on Goku's shoulder, and then that just sort of like, I don't know what he does. He just like jolts him, and Goku is just like KO'd at that point and falls into King Kai's planet, and he's defeated. At this point, Beerus must have had fun because he's not pissed or anything, and he's just like, okay, Whis, let's go talk to Vegeta now. And at this point, King Kai, this is the first time we begin to see any characters outside of Goku, Beerus, Whis, King Kai, Gregory, and Bubbles on King Kai's planet. It doesn't flip over to Bulma's cruise ship until after Goku's defeated. And on Bulma's cruise ship, we see Vegeta has arrived at the cruise ship, and Bulma walks over and talks to him, and he pisses her off, so she walks away. And then at that moment, King Kai contacts Vegeta and lets him know that Beerus, the God of Destruction, is on his way. Now, Vegeta has heard this name before. He mentions that name sounds familiar. And then King Kai tells Vegeta, like, listen, don't fuck with him. Goku just unnecessarily fought him, and Goku was defeated in only 2 hits. And Vegeta's kind of like, holy shit, 2 hits. So Vegeta prepares to, talk to Beerus. Then it goes back to Goku in the crater on King Kai's planet. And King Kai walks up and he's impressed that Goku is still alive. And he says, you idiot, you're lucky that you're alive. And Goku mentions at this point, he's like, wow, Beerus is really strong. I don't even think fusing with Vegeta would be strong enough to beat Beerus. So this is interesting. So Goku doesn't think that Gogeta is a viable option to protect the Earth if Beerus decides to destroy it. So what happens is, Goku begins to get up, and he says that he needs to go down to Earth to help them. And at that point, the episode cuts off. So this was an interesting episode. The fight wasn't really that good because it's basically like it's hard for me to say all filler, but that's basically all it was. It just consists of Goku constantly trying to attack Beerus, and Beerus just kind of like dodges around. As soon as Beerus does anything to Goku, the fight instantly ends. So, it's just to show how strong Beerus is, but it's like, wow, I mean, if he's able to beat Super Saiyan 3 Goku in 2 hits, then very obviously no other character is going to be of any, significance at any point in the show, because you know, if Goku is getting knocked down 2 hits, that means we can't expect anything from Gohan or anyone else besides anyone who achieves the Super Saiyan God power, which is disappointing, but oh well. So then they show scenes from the next episode, and it looks like it's going to be just like a whole bunch of like hilarious moments with Beerus, and then like there's a point where like Yamcha slaps Beerus a little bit on the back, and Vegeta's like freaking out. Looks like it's going to be Vegeta's comedy relief episode, just like in Battle of the Gods. So I will see you guys next time for the Vegeta and Beerus comedy relief episode.